So this is how you create the Danish knot. Bring your needle up through the fabric from the underside, and you want this to be tight, so either with a knot at the other end or obviously coming on from some other part of your pattern. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go across, almost as if you're creating a cross stitch, so that you've got your first stitch here. And then you're going to come up again as if you're creating a cross stitch in this bottom left hand corner, so you've created a triangle. And you're going to bring the needle over and under this first stitch, so that then the working thread is sitting underneath here. And then you're going to bring it back over again through that first stitch, and then underneath in between this gap at the bottom and over the top of the working thread, and pull it tight. And then if you're happy with the placement of all of that, you're going to go back down into the bottom left hand corner and pull it through to secure the knot in place. So if I show you again, and I'll use a thicker thread this time, so bring the needle up through the fabric, and you're going to go across and create as if you're creating a cross stitch. And pull that back through. So that's your first stitch. And then you're going to come back up again as if you're creating a cross stitch, so you're doing now the bottom left hand corner. So you've created almost a triangle. And then bring the needle underneath the first stitch and over to the side, so that this is then completely loose, and pull that through. And then you're going to bring the needle again underneath that first stitch, but this time down in between the bottom two gaps and over the top of the thread, and pull that tight. And then again, if you're happy with the placement of all of those, bring the needle back down through the fabric at the same point as your bottom left hand corner, and pull it through to secure that knot in place. I'll do one more. Let's bring the needle back up through the fabric, bring it across as if you're creating a cross stitch. So you've got a little diagonal there, and then bring it up at the bottom left hand corner as if you are creating, you're going to go across and finish your cross stitch. And then bring the needle up through that first stitch and on top of your working thread, so that's completely loose, and pull that tight. And then go back through that first stitch and through underneath in between the two stitches at the bottom, and over the top of the working thread. And then if you're happy again with all the placements of those threads, secure the knot in place by going back down into the original hole of that third point and pull it tight. And that's how you do a Danish knot.